Ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you something. Have you ever been hurt so badly that you wanted nothing more than to prove them wrong? Maybe someone doubted you, betrayed you, or walked away when you needed them the most. Maybe they made you feel like you weren't enough, like you didn't have what it takes. It stings, doesn't it? It lingers in your mind, playing over and over like a broken record. And the easy thing to do? The easy thing would be to get back at them, to plot, to wish them failure, to hold on to anger like it's fuel for your fire. But listen, your best revenge isn't anger, it isn't retaliation, it isn't spending your days trying to prove them wrong out of spite. Your best revenge is massive success. Your best revenge is becoming so undeniably great that their opinions, their doubts, and their actions become completely irrelevant. Because here's the truth. The moment you start focusing on them, you stop focusing on you. And your life isn't about them, it's about you stepping into your highest potential. Every second you spend thinking about what they did to you is a second you could be spending on building your future. Every time you replay that moment of betrayal or rejection in your head, you're letting them take up space in your life. And they don't deserve that. They don't deserve your energy, your time, or your emotions. What they deserve is to see you rise so high that they can't even reach you anymore. Because nothing shakes a doubter more than seeing the person they underestimated thrive beyond their wildest expectations. Success is the ultimate response to pain, disappointment, and betrayal. Not because it proves them wrong, but because it proves you right. It proves that you were always enough, that you always had the strength, the talent, the resilience. You didn't need their validation. You didn't need their approval. You just needed to believe in yourself enough to take action. The best revenge isn't about making them feel bad. It's about making yourself feel great. It's about waking up every day with purpose, with passion, with an unstoppable drive to create a life so fulfilling that their negativity can't touch you. Think about it. When someone hurts you, they expect you to break. They expect you to shrink, to give up, to let their words or actions define your future. But what if, instead of falling, you use that pain as fuel? What if every insult, every betrayal, every rejection became the very thing that pushed you to level up? What if you decided right here and now that their actions will not be the reason you stay down, but the reason you rise higher than ever before? Pain, when used correctly, can be the most powerful motivator. Some of the most successful people in the world didn't succeed because life was easy for them. They succeeded because they turned their pain into power. They refused to let circumstances or the cruelty of others dictate their destiny. They channeled every ounce of frustration, every tear, every moment of doubt into something bigger than themselves. And that's what you must do. You must take everything that was meant to break you and use it to build yourself. But here's the key. Success isn't just about money, fame, or external achievements. True success is about inner peace. It's about reaching a point where you are so happy, so fulfilled, that their words and actions no longer hold any weight. Because when you're truly thriving, you don't even care about proving them wrong anymore. You're too busy enjoying your life, too focused on your own growth to waste a single thought on them. That's the real victory. So don't waste your energy on revenge. Don't let bitterness hold you back. Instead, channel everything into becoming the best version of yourself. Set your goals high. Stay disciplined. Keep moving forward no matter what. Because the best revenge, it's not proving them wrong. It's making yourself so unstoppable that their opinions don't even matter anymore. Rise above. Keep growing. Keep winning. And watch as they fade into the background while you step into the spotlight. Pain is a powerful thing. It can break you, weigh you down, and make you feel like you'll never recover. But here's the truth most people don't realize. Pain can also be your greatest fuel. The difference between those who stay stuck in their struggles and those who rise above them isn't luck, talent, or privilege. It's the ability to take pain and turn it into power. The strongest people in this world are not the ones who have never been hurt. They are the ones who were hurt deeply, but refused to let that pain define them. They took every ounce of disappointment, every setback, every betrayal, and used it as fuel to push themselves forward. And that is exactly what you must do. When someone hurts you, it's natural to want to retreat, to wallow in the pain, to sit in self-pity and wonder why this happened to you. But let me ask you, what does that do for you? How does sitting in that pain help you move forward? It doesn't. It only gives more power to the person who hurt you. It allows them to control your emotions, your mindset, your future. And you are far too strong for that. You cannot let someone else's cruelty, rejection, or betrayal dictate how you live your life. Instead, you have to take that pain and transform it into something bigger than the hurt itself. Every great success story has pain at its core. Think about the most successful people you admire. Do you think they got there without struggle, without hardship? No. They got there because they used their pain as a launching pad. They took the moments of doubt, failure, and heartbreak and turned them into the drive that pushed them beyond what anyone thought was possible. That's what you must do. The next time someone tells you that you're not good enough, take that as motivation to work harder, to push further, to prove to yourself, not to them, but to yourself, that you are more than capable. When someone walks away from you, don't chase them. Use that energy to build something so strong within yourself that you never again rely on someone else for your sense of worth. The truth is, most people who hurt you don't expect you to rise. They expect you to stay broken. They expect you to hold on to the pain forever, to remain stuck in bitterness, to let their actions define your future. But what if instead of staying down, you use their betrayal as the very thing that propels you forward? What if you took that pain and built something so powerful from it that the hurt no longer had control over you? That's where real transformation happens. That's where growth takes place. Turning pain into power isn't about ignoring what happened. It's not about pretending it didn't hurt. It's about taking control of your narrative. Instead of letting the past weigh you down, you turn it into the fire that drives you. You take every tear, every moment of self-doubt, every sleepless night, and you pour it into your goals. You let it shape you, strengthen you, refine you into someone who is unstoppable. You use it to fuel your determination, your resilience, your hunger to be better than you were yesterday. The best part? When you start turning pain into power, you realize you don't even care about proving them wrong anymore. Because by then, you're too busy succeeding, too focused on your own growth to waste time on people who don't deserve your energy. You realize that their actions no longer hold power over you because you have taken full ownership of your life. That is true strength. That is real revenge. Not by seeking payback, but by becoming so powerful in your own right that their negativity becomes irrelevant. So take your pain and turn it into something extraordinary, because the best way to overcome those who tried to break you is to rise so high that their actions become nothing more than a forgotten chapter in your success story. Bitterness is a heavy burden. It weighs you down, consumes your thoughts, and keeps you stuck in a cycle of pain. When someone wrongs you, it's easy to hold on to that hurt, replaying the betrayal over and over in your mind. You think about what they did, what you should have said, how unfair it was. You feel the anger rise, the resentment settle in, and before you know it, their actions are still controlling you long after they've moved on. But here's the truth. Holding on to that bitterness only harms you. It doesn't fix what happened. It doesn't change the past. It only robs you of your present and your future. And you deserve better than that. Living with purpose is the key to breaking free from that cycle. When you shift your focus from resentment to something greater than yourself, everything changes. Instead of being consumed by what happened to you, you become driven by what you want to create. You stop letting the past dictate your future and instead use it as a lesson, a stepping stone, a source of strength. The people who hurt you, they don't deserve space in your mind. They don't deserve to take up your energy. But your dreams, your goals, your vision for your life, those deserve everything you've got. Think about it. When you're deeply focused on something meaningful, do you have time for resentment? When you wake up every morning excited about what you're building, do you even care about proving someone wrong? No, because you're too busy creating something amazing. You're too busy moving forward. You realize that revenge isn't about making someone else feel bad. The best way to get back at those who doubted you, who hurt you, who left you behind, is to build a life so incredible that their actions become insignificant. Living with purpose means deciding that your happiness, your growth, and your success matter more than your anger. It means letting go, not for them, but for you. It means freeing yourself from the weight of resentment so that you can focus on what truly matters. Because the truth is, no amount of anger will change the past. No amount of wishing things were different will undo what happened. But what you can do, what you have full control over, is what happens next. You can take all the energy you've been spending on bitterness and pour it into something that makes you feel alive. You can wake up each day with a renewed sense of purpose, knowing that your future is too important to be held hostage by the past. And here's the real magic. When you start living with purpose, when you start focusing on what truly fulfills you, you naturally rise above those who hurt you. You outgrow them. You stop needing validation, revenge, or closure. You realize that the best way to win is simply to live well, to be genuinely happy, to be so engaged in your own life that their presence fades into irrelevance. That's power. That's freedom. That's real success. So don't let bitterness win. Don't let the actions of others keep you trapped in negativity. Instead, redirect your energy towards something greater. Set your sights on your dreams, your passions, your personal growth. Live so fully and so purposefully that you no longer have room for resentment. Let your success be your story, your happiness be your statement, and your purpose be the reason you move forward. Because in the end, the best revenge is not in proving them wrong. It's in proving to yourself that they never had the power to stop you in the first place. Happiness is something people often take for granted, but when you've been hurt, it can feel like the hardest thing to achieve. It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that happiness will come once you've proven your worth, once you've shown the people who doubted you that they were wrong. But here's the truth most people don't realize. Happiness isn't something you get from revenge, from validation, or from proving others wrong. It's something you choose, something you cultivate, something you create for yourself, regardless of what anyone else thinks. And the moment you understand this, you take back your power. When someone hurts you, the natural response is to focus on them, what they did, why they did it, how unfair it was. You replay the situation in your head, trying to make sense of it, trying to figure out how to respond. But the more you dwell on them, the more control you give them over your life. You let their actions dictate your emotions. You let their words define your worth. You let their negativity take up space in your mind when in reality, they don't deserve even a second of your energy. The best way to take back that control isn't through anger, revenge, or proving them wrong. It's through your own happiness. Nothing confuses or frustrates a person who tried to bring you down more than seeing you rise, seeing you at peace, seeing you completely unbothered by their attempts to hurt you. Happiness isn't about pretending the pain never happened. It's not about ignoring your emotions or acting like everything is fine when it's not. It's about choosing to move forward despite the pain. It's about deciding that your future is too important to be held hostage by the past. You deserve to wake up every morning excited for the day ahead, to laugh freely, to experience joy, to love fully, to embrace life without carrying the weight of resentment. But that can only happen if you stop waiting for happiness to come from external validation and start finding it within yourself. True happiness comes from growth. It comes from knowing that you are becoming better every single day. It comes from setting goals, pushing yourself, stepping outside your comfort zone, and proving to yourself, not to them, but to yourself, that you are capable of incredible things. It comes from surrounding yourself with people who uplift you, who see your potential, who support your journey. It comes from focusing on what brings you joy, what fuels your passion, what makes you feel alive. The more you pour your energy into these things, the less you will care about what anyone else thinks. The beauty of happiness as revenge is that eventually you stop seeing it as revenge at all. At first, maybe you want to be happy just to show them they didn't break you. Maybe you want to succeed just so they can see what they lost. But as you grow, as you evolve, as you truly embrace happiness, you realize they don't even matter anymore. You realize that your success, your joy, your peace, it's all for you, not for them. And that is the ultimate freedom. You cannot control how others treat you. You cannot change the past. But you can control how you respond, how you heal, and how you move forward. Choose happiness, not because they deserve to see you happy, but because you deserve to be happy. Live so fully, so joyfully, that their negativity becomes irrelevant. And when you do, you'll realize that the best revenge was never about them. It was about becoming the person you were always meant to be. Forgiveness is often misunderstood. People think that forgiving someone means excusing what they did, letting them off the hook, or pretending it didn't hurt. But that's not true. Forgiveness isn't about them. It's about you. It's about releasing the grip their actions have on your heart. It's about choosing to free yourself from the emotional burden of resentment. Because here's the truth. Holding on to anger doesn't heal you. It doesn't make the pain go away. It doesn't change what happened. The only thing it does is keep you stuck, tied to the very people and experiences that hurt you. And you deserve better than that. Forgiveness doesn't mean allowing someone back into your life. It doesn't mean trusting them again or pretending everything is fine. It simply means deciding that you are no longer going to carry the weight of what they did. It means refusing to let their actions control your emotions, your thoughts, your peace. When you forgive, you take back your power. You say, I will not let what happened define me. I will not let someone else's choices determine my future. I will not let this pain consume me. Forgiveness is an act of strength, not weakness. It is the moment you decide to move forward, no longer looking back. Most people don't realize that holding on to resentment drains them. They think it fuels them, that it gives them a reason to push forward. But bitterness is like carrying a heavy backpack filled with stones. You think you're holding on to it for strength, but all it does is slow you down. Imagine how much lighter, how much freer you would feel if you chose to put that burden down. Imagine waking up without that knot in your stomach, without that anger lingering in the back of your mind. Imagine moving through life without the shadow of past hurt following you everywhere you go. That's what forgiveness gives you. Forgiving doesn't mean forgetting. It doesn't mean what they did was okay. It simply means that you are choosing to heal. You are choosing peace over pain. You are choosing to move forward instead of staying stuck in the past. Because the best revenge isn't proving them wrong. It isn't making them feel guilty. It's living a life so full, so joyful, so successful, that their actions become irrelevant. When you hold on to grudges, you are still giving them space in your mind. But when you forgive, when you let go, you make room for something greater, growth, love, purpose, fulfillment. Think of the most successful, happiest people you know. Do you think they got there by clinging to resentment? No. They got there by releasing what didn't serve them and focusing on what did. They let go of the past, not because it didn't matter, but because their future mattered more. And that's exactly what you must do. You must decide that your peace is more important than your anger. You must understand that by forgiving, you are not doing them a favor, you are doing yourself a favor. You are giving yourself permission to heal, to move on, to step into the life you deserve. Let go, not because they deserve forgiveness, but because you deserve peace. Let go, not because you're weak, but because you are strong enough to move forward. Let go because your future is waiting for you, and you cannot step into it while holding on to the pain of the past. Forgiveness is not about them. It is about you, reclaiming your life, your energy, your happiness. Because in the end, the best revenge was never about hurting them. It was about healing yourself.